Oracle, Pat, had a pretty big announcement this week. It wasn't a big announcement in the sense of any big new service being deployed, but what Oracle really announced this week is we are going to be relentless in pursuing our existing customer database to start porting over more and more business to our cloud. And what did this mean? Well, essentially, Pat, it meant that the company came out with some very aggressive credit structure for companies that start to deploy Oracle Cloud workloads for their Oracle current Oracle service and support contracts that are in place. And we're talking about, 25 cents on the dollar of cloud credits. And here's the thing. Oracle has approximately, I think it's like 400,000 customers. Okay. Yeah. Thus far, we have not yet heard anything from Oracle about how much revenue OCI is actually generating. What we are hearing is the business is doubling on a quarter-over-quarter base, on a year-over-year basis each quarter. So it's getting to be very, very serious in terms of a focal point for Oracle. Their Gen 2 cloud has legitimized, and if you add in the autonomous Linux, autonomous database services, it's becoming a more compelling story. But what the company really needs to do is it needs to start converting at scale its customers that are running Oracle's, unlimited license agreements, customer support agreements, start getting them into Oracle's cloud. That's the most natural progression to grow that business. Well, this offering says, hey, we're going to entice you. If you're thinking about going to one of those other big clouds, we want to make it more attractive for you to start putting your workloads here. It's legitimate. It could save companies, you're talking millions of dollars over their lifetime. I think now that Oracle's cloud has become more legitimized, it's up-leveled its technology. It's got a hybrid answer with its cloud at customer. I think they just announced actually a pretty big win at Deutsche Bank just this week. This announcement, Pat, I think was, again, I don't think it requires a 45-minute conversation, but I think what was it? If you went with the unlimited license agreement, I'm just trying to make sure I got this right, you could get your rate up to 33% rewards, meaning a unlimited license customer with Oracle technology license support bill of $500,000 could eliminate that bill entirely by spending about $1.5 million in the OCI in Oracle's cloud infrastructure. So interesting news, big news. But like I said, the big story is, can Oracle raise the percentage of net sales expansion of its current existing customers to move over to its cloud?
Yeah, it was interesting. They pulled out Larry Ellison, founder, chairman, CTO, to do this. And whenever you pull Larry out, it's got to be big. But what ended up being was a good old fashioned promotion, right? And leveraging their strength, two strengths actually now. So good stuff from Oracle. I've got a write up coming. Not a very long one because this is pretty straightforward, but they got slammed on their CapEx last earnings, and they're going to buy a bunch of cloud infrastructure, and now they're filling it.
Well, Pat, this will be it's a long tail move. Can it be sticky in the long term?